Welcome to this, the second tutorial on the new look tables in Pronto 6.0. This tutorial assumes you've already watched the first table tutorial, which is also available on our website. So, following on from the first tutorial that sets up a basic table, this tutorial will concentrate on producing statistics of the tabulated data. i.e., for the maximum statistics, say, Pronto would look at each column of data and present the maximum value in that column. For a compliance test like EN5160, we're interested in the maximum and minimum 10-minute voltage values, as well as checking that the voltage is greater than 90% of the nominal voltage for at least 95% of the time. In other words, we want to look at the 5th percentile value and check it is within this limit. We'll also look at the flicker severity, for which we're interested in the 95th percentile statistic. We'll do all this by editing the table we created in tutorial 1. After opening the original project, we click on the Tables category and we see that we still have our original table, so we can select it and click on Edit to open the Table Assistant. We need to update the title, then add the Flickr data streams to the table on tab 2A. Going to tab 2B, we find that the 10-minute average Flickr columns have been added automatically. That is because if the table contains a column of a particular parameter for all data streams, Pronto assumes when you add another data stream, you're more than likely to want that column for it as well. In this case, our table contained the mean column for all the data streams selected so far, so when we added additional data streams, it automatically added the mean column for those too. If we hadn't wanted them, we could easily delete the automatically added columns by selecting them and using the delete button, or pressing the delete key, or unchecking the parameter with just the Flickr data streams selected in the base data streams box. Now we need to set up the summary statistics that are generated for each column, so we move on to the next tab. The statistics apply to all columns, so we select all the statistics we need for any of the columns, i.e. the maximum, minimum, 5th percentile and 95th percentile values. So we check these boxes and make sure the lower and upper percentile values are correct, which they are, as these are the default values. To use different percentile values, we can either select from the list or type in our own values. Going to the final tab, tab 4, we can see that the summary statistics have automatically been included, which is what we want. Down here, we can see that the statistics will be a slightly different color. We click Finish to create the table. Now scrolling to the bottom of the table, we can see the summary statistics. Now if you're happy with the table, don't forget to save it again in the project, but maybe with a different name, using the Save As function. And if we think we'll use this exact table again for other data, we can save it as a template. From the File menu, we select Save As Template. We choose the name and template folder to store it in. Then when we open another project, we can go to create a new table, but this time from Template. Our template is here. Because it has a green icon, it means the new project contains all the data required to generate this table. The table details are shown in this preview box, and if we're happy with them, we can select a time period. We'll choose All Data, and then hit Create Table. The new table is created and we can save this in the new project. That's the end of this tutorial, but do check out the third tables tutorial that looks at generating the 95th percentile values of 10-minute harmonics data for 50 harmonics, and how to sensibly present them in the table and then export the table to Excel. Many thanks.